All right, shalom, brothers and sisters. Of course, Chag Samayach for Yom Kippur, Yom HaKippurim. It's your brother Legifti, if they Johannes William Emmanuel. And just to, just a first word and a response, sir, for I and I brethren, of course, I'm putting out the word, about, of course, the third Shana, or the Amit of Discipleship Radio, or DSR, they're on Blog Talk Radio. I know ones and ones are probably still kind of, a little in limbo or maybe a little bit of confusion about, I and I, of course, are continuing, especially with I and I, Rebbe, Rasi Adinos Teferi, the line of Judah Society, or Wyndham Yadin, most affectionately known from most of our brothers and sisters, of course, that are tuned in. And, the brethren, of course, I do, have, certain questions of I and I own, and, all of the Habarim, is just for the brothers that, of course, initiated the, of course, on broadcasts and podcasts there on Discipleship Radio. And I have to say, and we really, we're kind of winging it, just starting out, even, so to speak, just from, the, of course, back channeling and, most of the talks that we had behind the scenes, and, even discussing matters in whether Blog Talk Radio would be the best vehicle at this moment, just for having certain gatherings. And, of course, we saw it as, an initial testing just for the family, really bringing that forward. So, I mean, in many cases, we saw many successes, and, we saw certain, technicalities and things also of that nature. So it was, I would say, just from our own perspective and, in our own opinion, that it was a great success, just from our own perspective, just and seeing ones grow, especially like brethren Arasa Amalkit Tagazi Raji, as ones would know him, Wyndham Paulos, and of course, brother Dawit, our brother Baruchu, just all of our brothers, brother Kokeb, brother Star Tafari. It was just a very, a good moment in which we have seen much growth, individually from most of our brothers, and as well as the sisters, Sister Aisha, Sister Mary Rose, Sister Salama Wheat, of course, Sister Emmanuel, Sister Aisha. I could go on just having those gatherings, Sister Ruhama. It was a very good testing ground, and we had, of course, just from the talks that I and I had with most of the brethren, and really seeking to update. We're seeking to upgrade, a lot of I and I broadcast and communications, and seeing about even from most of the initial quarterly meetings that we would have. Some ones may even remember most of the Ministry Mondays. That was really more so of I and I keeping updates, on certain projects, like the projects going on with Wyndham Tobia, of course, and other projects with other brothers, and just really, seeking to see in which ways we could really continue not only the gatherings, but, finding ways in which we could really support each other, from many avenues and many ways, and finding different opportunities in which we could not only expand the broadcast, but also, continue to co-labor, and of course, I keep the gatherings up. And, and as the brother mentioned, especially from scripture, how can, ones move forward or come to a certain level of, agreement. I mean, or a level of sufficiency, unless they, be agreed. One can't take, a journey with one, or one can't start any business venture or anything unless you come to a specific agreement on both sides, or, on all sides, when it pertains to our own, gathering our community here. And I'm really honored, really, amongst the brothers and sisters. Though we've had, our certain disagreements, and we've hashed those things out, whether behind the scenes or coming forward to the broadcast and, really getting clarification on it. I've personally just seen a lot of growth, and that's, of course, again, I say from my own opinion, but we have to continue to push forward. We have to really find, more opportunities. We have to find things that are, more sort of a push play type of instance in this just this time we're living in. Even coming to the Moedim of Yom Kippur, and just reassessing a lot of things. We still have certain logs and videos to post here. So many things we wish to really get out to the brothers and sisters and start putting into practice. We're really going to start kind of codifying and categorizing most of the language studies, just to help the brothers and sisters. I really find that beneficial for a lot of ones and ones, and we definitely are seeking also to expand Rastafarian Renaissance, and I'm sure once I actually coordinate with Wyndham Ice and of course the Rebbe Yad, and of course in getting again back in communication with I and our brethren Liz Zawadi, we can really start to hash more things out and really see what's the best mode of progression in which we're seeking to move in going forward. I always have big hope. Like His Majesty says, we really have come to this this certain point here where we are now in this time and space. But, we really know that there's still so much more to do. So really just taking a look at the whole picture and really assessing things, from line on line, of course, precept upon precept. We're really looking forward to most of the things to come as we continue to move along, but we're knowing that so much more still needs to be done, and hopefully the brothers and sisters, of course, who would seek to lend a hand in that, please just a step forward, send a link to the brothers and sisters. As always, the email and the communication which you can reach most of the brothers here on the back channel is radio discipleship at gmail.com. So, if the eye has any suggestions, things to come forward, or just want to voice the eye's opinion and put something forward, that we should really consider, we would definitely love that input. So, just a big up to the family as always. They've been very receptive, and I can't say enough about how appreciative I am, from my own perspective, of just the participation of many ones and ones, whether you tweet it out or sent, a link on Facebook or Twitter or something like that, just to let ones and ones know. We give thanks for that, brothers and sisters. We can't, that this doesn't move forward unless the community, is really, at that agreement and really ready and willing, to put forth the effort, and pushing forward in this, because as we mentioned, it's just so much, still just waiting for us in the foundation that has been laid, and I hope that ones will really take that to heart and really, step up to the plate, and whether you know a lot or you know a little, trust me, it will be beneficial with the family moving forward, because we are always seeking to find ways in which we can continue to co-label, we can continue, to really work with each other and build each other up. And I can't, like I said, I can't say enough. I'm just, enamored with, all of the love and the support that ones have continued to come forward with, whether that's, of our own endeavors or, for the group as well. But the main focus here being, of course, finite community, the group, and, the holistic picture, the holistic, body politic of, this Rastafari, Ethiopian, Hebrew, Beta Israel, a community that we're initiating here. So, again, just sending that first word forward. We still have so many more updates to come. And again, just stay tuned, with I, and of course, send a link, to I. Of course, we have a new set of updates to put forward. And, of course, ones can still reach out to I at yifdea13 at gmail.com for any other suggestions or things that the I might like to put forward, or, a question or concern about certain things coming forward. Be sure, to reach out to I at yifdea, YEFDEYAH13 at gmail.com. And of course, we'll of course seek to, link up again with our brethren of the core for the Habarim. There on Discipleship Radio, and we'll really readjust. We're really just greasing the wheels. Greasing the the nuts and bolts, making sure everything is in place. So give thanks again, family, and we'll see you on the next video.